You ever have this moment where you almost do something, you almost post that thing you've been meaning to post, you almost press record, you almost email that important person for work, you almost ask someone out, but then fear kicks in and you're like, ooh, and then you go deep clean the house, which is what happened to me yesterday. We all go through this, okay? You are not alone. But here's the thing that I learned. Fear has power over you if you let it dictate your life. I switched my perspective and started looking at fear as a sign that I'm leaving my comfort zone. I am pushing beyond my limit. It's a sign that I'm upgrading, and it definitely feels uncomfortable at first. A little alarm goes off in your brain like, oh, we haven't been here before. It's that discomfort that you feel in your stomach or wherever in your body, and you might call it anxiety. I call it fear. But instead of running from it, what if you use it to your advantage? So this is where it gets interesting. Think about all the people who have publicly fallen on stage. They went viral for the wrong reasons. I actually Googled it, more like ChatGPT did. I don't know if that's a word, but it should be. And I asked which celebrities have fallen publicly, other than Jennifer Lawrence, because we all know her, right? Apparently there is a lot, but to name a few, Beyonce, Harry Styles, Madonna, Lady Gaga, Travis Scott, and all of them have used that to their advantage. They just got up and continued to do their show. If they let that moment define them, their story would have ended right there. But instead, they became memes. They laughed it off and kept going and actually grew their fan base because of it. Then there is the other fear. The fear of being irrelevant. The what if no one cares voice. The what if I'm embarrassing myself thought. That doesn't go away, by the way. Don't wait around for it to go away. Even very successful people talk about having imposter syndrome, right? But the more you push through it, the quieter that voice gets. Trust me on that. I used to be scared of eating outside alone. Now I do it monthly just because I know I have to train that muscle, because that is what it is. It's a muscle. The more you train yourself to take action despite the fear, despite the anxiety, the less control it has over you. Like, you can't bench press 50 pounds right away, right? You can't even move it 1 inch. But if you train for months, for years, you become stronger and stronger, and that weight increases. For example, I used to hesitate posting photos on Instagram. It is so small, but I had such a huge fear. But I made it my mission, my goal this year, to post weekly updates, like weekly what I learned this week type of a photo every single week on Sunday for the entire year. And by the 6th week, I don't even think about it anymore. I just post. I don't have the fear. Maybe a little bit, like a little tiny voice, but I don't even hear it anymore. It's like a muscle. By the way, my socials are linked down below if you're curious about the weekly lessons that I'm learning on Instagram, and my TikToks, which are daily motivations. But the takeaway from this video is that your journey, just like any good story, also follows a 3-act structure. I'm a screenwriter, so I'm gonna use this reference. So even if you feel like you're in Act 1, which is the hesitation, the fear, the build-up, the anxiety, the only way to get to Act 3, which is the part where everything clicks, the climax to resolution, right? The only way to get there is to act now, despite the fear, because trust me, once you train that muscle, it's not gonna affect you that much. So whatever it is, the thing you've been waiting to do it. Just push through that one thing that's holding you back. Once you embarrass yourself enough, not gonna lie, like that's how it feels, right? When you have the fear of like embarrassing yourself. So go embarrass yourself. If that's how you feel, go do that thing, because nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna look at you. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, she's embarrassing herself. Those are just your thoughts. So push through those thoughts and take action today. I also want to leave a personal note here for someone close to me. I know you want to turn on that camera, so go do it today. So the fear will shrink each day, and you won't even recognize yourself in a week, in a month. Thank you for being here. If this helped you, make sure to subscribe. It's right there somewhere. These are daily motivational nuggets that I'm doing Monday through Friday to keep you going, to keep you pushing, because I know I need some pushing too. But I have a podcast called Upgrade by Seda New York. I drop a longer episode every Sunday. And drop a comment. What's one thing that you want to do today? What is one thing that's holding you back? And what are you going to do about it? Let's hype each other up.